Those 2 dreaded hell weeks where you experience depression, anxiety, sadness, hopelessness, fatigue, suicidal thoughts, just the most heavy emotional, mental turmoil. That used to be my life. But now I'm in such a better place. So let's get into it.
See the new girl vibe, she in her stride. She goes side to side, she goes tap, 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 tap.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Annie J, and yes, I just wanted to give an update today on PMDD. PMDD, formerly known as Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder, is an absolute nightmare to say the least. It's a condition suffered by a small percentage of women in comparison to the main population, and it takes place at the luteal phase of our cycle, so after ovulation but before we have our period. And during that time, those days or weeks, we experience the most horrific emotional disturbances. Our mental health goes from hero to zero, okay? It is an awfully difficult condition to live with, something that I have had for years, and I have been talking about it up until this video, 2 years. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I'm aware that I haven't filmed a PMDD video for quite some time now. I have been receiving comments on like some of my older videos, and so I just wanted to let you guys know where everything is at. Thankfully, I can say that I have been in a very consistent place for months now. I haven't experienced the severity of PMDD at its worst. I honestly can't even tell you the last time things were that bad, to the point where I might have been experiencing suicidal thoughts, which is something that I've shared in my past videos. And if you have seen that video short that I published of me just doing a video diary on a day when things were really horrible, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And the reason for why I believe I have gotten to a better place is because I've been doing a lot of work. Getting through life with a condition like this takes effort. I have to be on the ball if I want even a small resemblance of a decent and happy life. I have to continue putting in work because we experience a condition that most of the population will never go through. Other people will not be able to understand the gravity of how severely a condition like PMDD can affect a woman's life. The depression, the anxiety, feeling in despair, completely hopeless, you're sad, nothing can make you feel good or happy. You just feel completely lost. You feel like you're alone. You feel isolated, down in the dumps, rejected, an utter and complete sense of despair. And that used to be my life for many years. But on the bright side, there has been a beauty, as weird as that sounds, in me experiencing this condition because of the amount of work I have had to do, and I still do, to make sure that I am in a good place, even during those hell weeks. It has developed my character beyond any and all expectations I may have had. Doing the work has made me tough. So now I have an attitude of gratitude for having gone through such a difficult and tumultuous condition. It has caused me to do a lot of work on myself to my benefit. If you guys have seen my YouTube shorts or my Instagram, I am constantly encouraging and trying to inspire and bring hope to other people, because for the first time in my life, I am going after my dream regardless of this condition. The symptom that tends to slow me down just slightly is the fatigue, okay? The fatigue, if you have experienced PMDD fatigue, it is an absolute paralyzing almost symptom. The level of extreme exhaustion that you feel when you are going through your PMDD weeks, guys, I can't even put it into words at this point. You just feel so tired and worn out from nothing. You are just drained, no energy whatsoever. And the things that you would do when you are not going through the condition feel 100 times more tiring than they do when you are not experiencing PMDD. That has been my only real battle with the condition. Everything else I have not been experiencing. The depression, the sadness, all of that, I don't experience that. So clearly, to me, the work that I'm putting in and what I am doing is working for my life. So let me share some of the things that I do with you guys, and you will have heard me mention quite a few of these in my older videos. The things that I practice, I haven't stopped doing. I have been relentlessly going to the gym. Okay, you can probably even see it in my face that I look a bit more slender than my past videos, because I have been consistently and diligently waking up 4 times a week at 6 a.m. and heading to the gym for 6:30 a.m. and I will do an hour and a half session each time. Guys, it is not easy. I'm not going to lie, but I get up and I do it anyway, because I know the benefit that it is going to have on me and on the condition. It will help me push through it. And you know what, as crazy as it sounds, when I am going through PMDD, I go harder at the gym. Somebody left a comment on one of my PMDD fatigue videos. I shared my PMDD fatigue blog specifically with that individual and told them to have a read of it, and they actually inspired me to write that particular blog post. My PMDD fatigue video has been the most popular of all my PMDD videos, and so I thought, well, if a lot of people are watching this, then clearly this is really a bone of contention for a lot of women. I would encourage you to read the blog post, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. But in summary, what I speak about is my practices, okay? So sticking with the gym is one of them. Watching what I eat is another. I am so particular about the food that I consume. I have cut out sugar. I have reduced my carbohydrate intake. The foods that I know and I feel aren't going to benefit me, they don't benefit me. In fact, as soon as I finish eating them, I feel like rubbish. I have eliminated them from my diet altogether for my own benefit. I spoke of bread in one of my PMDD videos because when I eat bread, I notice it has, like during the PMDD weeks, there's a shift in my mood for worse. And so I decided that I'm not going to consume it to the degree that I did previously. And when I do, it is always like wholemeal. I stay away from white bread and eating it in excess. The changes that I've made in my food, the changes that I've made in physical activity, I have been doing them all this time. Okay, my first PMDD video, I think I maybe published it in 2022, and I just kept on improving in what I was doing. And the other thing is, I do the things that I love. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Whatever you enjoy, whatever your hobby is, do more of it when you are experiencing PMDD. This concept probably sounds kind of nuts, okay? When you are experiencing the condition, it is very difficult to be enthusiastic about anything, but this is exactly why I will do the things that I enjoy even if my mood is telling me otherwise. It puts me in a positive headspace. It increases my endorphins. Working out, eating a healthy diet helps with my mood. I'm doing everything to counteract the symptoms that I was typically experiencing when this condition was ruining my life. You probably heard me talk about trauma as well, and how I feel and believe that that is the reason for why I experienced PMDD in the first place. If you haven't seen those videos, please go and watch them. PMDD, why does it happen? After reading 1 or 2 articles by medical health organizations, I believed childhood trauma is the reason why I experienced this condition. And so I have been dealing actively with my past childhood trauma, and I've gotten to such a better place, a place that I never envisioned I would ever arrive at. So I'm encouraging you, if you deal with PMDD, there is hope. There may not be a tangible cure available at present, but there are so many things that we can do to help our lives become more joyous, enjoyable. Ladies, it has gotten to the point that I don't even check my calendar anymore, okay? I've spoken about in my old videos checking my calendar so that I could plan my life around PMDD, and I had to do that whilst the PMDD was still controlling me. But now that the tables have turned and I am in control, I no longer check my calendar. Imagine that. I don't even know if it's PMDD weeks or not. And then what will happen is I may check my calendar because I'm like, okay, today I'm feeling a little bit so-so. And I realized that I've got like 2 days before my period is due. And I did not even realize that I have just gone through 12 PMDD days and I did not feel any different. What I am doing is working. Ladies, we have to put in so much more effort. And I won't lie to you, it is not easy. You have to be consistent. You have to stay diligent. You have to stay on it. Even if you're experiencing the symptoms and you're like, I really don't want to go to the gym today. I am feeling so fatigued. I feel like having ice cream because I'm craving sugar. We literally have to force better living on ourselves for our own benefit, because there is no cure currently. Unless you decide that you want to go down the route of having your uterus removed, which I know some women have done because it has just gotten that bad. For the majority of women, we don't necessarily want to do that. So then it's like, what is the alternative? And it was when I got to that point that I thought I have to do something serious about this condition. And I thought, if it is the brain's sensitivity to these hormones, then I need to work on what is going on up here. Deal with the trauma, retrain the way I'm thinking. The condition will bombard your mind and your mental health. I was like, if those are the avenues that this condition uses, and that is what gets me beat up and flat out, then I am going to work on those specific areas and see what difference it makes. Even if you try, if you give it some effort, if you just attempt to see what happens, there is nothing that you're going to lose from doing so. That is the beauty of it. You are not going to lose out from trying. I would definitely strongly encourage you to try, because ladies, it has been working for me, and this condition has not been getting me the way it used to get me. The fatigue is still some way, but I don't care. I will get up, I'll do the things I need to do. I just sleep earlier. I make sure that it does not disrupt my life. And I think the worst of it is probably 2 days before my period is when I'm like, okay, I'm feeling extra sensitive today. But 2 days versus 14, ladies, the work is worth it. It's worth it. I can't even put it into words. If you watch my content on TikTok, I'm now active on there, by the way, Instagram, my YouTube shorts, you will be able to tell that there has been a shift from when I started on YouTube, which is my longest standing social media platform. I have been putting in the work, and I intend to stick it out. No matter how bad days get, there is no way that I will be reverting back to a life where this condition completely controlled everything I do. There's no way. I have found that all this work and energy that I have been putting in to make my life better is working. And so I'm going to carry on. I would encourage you to do as much as you can so that you also can be in a better and more consistent place. You are worth it.
It's a bright new day. You're here with your girl, Miss Annie J. I'm gonna give them what they want, cause I came to slay. And nothing's ever gonna take my joy away. I'm about that life.